trouble there in the tremendous league competition in St. Louis. We also used to have that in Paramus, and in Texas there's tremendous competition. Rowdy Morrow, first shot.
What a way to be greeted here at the Showboat Lanes with a 4-6-10. Rowdy Morrow.
We've seen the 4-6-10 already today, and there's not much you can do with it. All you have to do is take the ball, throw it over near the 4-7, and hopefully you can bounce one of these 2 pins out and take out the 6 pin. Make sure you make the 2 and just try to bounce one out.
Carlson open. And here now is Weber. 204 to 192 over Randy Lightfoot with 6 strikes.
Using the full approach, all 17 feet.
And of course it brings to mind Marshall Holman, who does the same. Marshall finished 90th this week.
The powerful bowling ball of Pete Weber, keeping it well under control. Has bowled just 2 excellent matches. He has not beaten himself at either of his first 2 matches. His opponents have never really pressured Pete. When Westlake gave him a little pressure, though, in the first match, he responded with a double. Let's see if he can take an early 21-pin lead.
Come on, baby. All right. So talking to the ball may help all of you bowlers.
No doubt about that shot.
Probably brought his dad right out of that comfortable chair back in Missouri. Even with a little roulette wheel action down there, nothing.
Rowdy Morrow, just an ideal style. It's a classic style, 5-step, or what I like to call a 4.5-step delivery. Arm swing slightly above the shoulder, good knee bend, good follow through. He keeps his head down on the target. This young man is just an excellent bowler.
In super slow motion, though, we'll see just how close he came.
He uses all the lane, just nips. Oh, the 7-pin. If that ball had gone into the channel and then popped up and knocked out the 7-pin, it would not have counted. Once the ball leaves the lane surface, it is a dead ball. Rowdy, who lives just 2 miles from Dick Weber bowling lanes. So these fellows are just about neighbors.
Powerful strike. Morrow coming in the 3rd frame. And his opponent, Pete Weber, opened with a double, leading by 21.
Important frames for Weber. Although he has a 21-pin lead, Rowdy Morrow has the type of shot, I believe, that will conquer this championship pair. Not quite as much hook as Pete Weber. I think it favors this championship pair, and it would behoove Pete to get out to a big lead because Rowdy, when he gets loose, can throw some strikes.
So, Pete with 3 in a row here in Las Vegas.
Never a doubt. Pete Weber, who has 23 career 300 games, reacts to his 3rd strike in this game. The record for 300 games is 29 sanctioned or American Bowling Congress approved 300 games held by Elvin Mesker from the St. Louis area.
Pete Weber now has strung 4 in his 3rd match of the afternoon. More of the 3rd after this. Same time next week for the Professional Bowlers Tour.
Qualifying rounds, 32 games this week as opposed to the normal 18, then 24 games of match plays in the finals, 56 games in all. For Rowdy Morrow, he needs to win 2 more games to become eligible for the Firestone Tournament of Champions. But right now, with a strike working through 3 frames, he trails by 41.
Rowdy bowled 2 years in college from the University of Missouri at St. Louis. There are 230 colleges that have bowling centers on their campuses throughout the United States, and over 500 colleges field bowling representatives in the national.
Now,
Beautifully done. That's a double and a big one, cutting Weber's lead to 31 now.
And here he comes. Rowdy Morrow has the proper shot for the championship here. I think it slightly favors the down and in or medium hook player. Rowdy gets the wall shot, cuts Weber's lead down to 31 pins. Chris, and as you alluded to, Rowdy went to the University of Missouri. He was the Midwest College's Bowler of the Year back a few years ago, and definitely one of the rising stars on the Pro Tour.
All right, and in the colleges, their finals are determined. They have 12 men's teams and 12 women's teams, so it's a big project throughout the United States.
Solid in the pocket, all 10 pins in the pit. Rowdy has to like this one as he cuts the lead of Weber down to just 21 pins. These players bowl against each other in league in St. Louis. Still Rowdy, Leroy Bornhoff, who made the top 24, Wunderlich, Weber, they all still try to bowl part-time in league in St. Louis.
That's it. Pete called that shot for you. 5 in a row now here in the third match.
The physical reactions of a player tell much about his confidence on a shot. Look at Peter. Look at those eyeballs. He's ready. And look at how relaxed he was when the ball hit solid, took all the pins down. A confident look as he has started with 5 strikes in a row.
Taps in the 6th frame here for the semifinal game.
The soft 10, and Pete Weber was thinking 300, Chris. I saw it in his eyes. You could tell by his reaction. He was thinking $100,000.
Should we have a 300 on our telecast? $100,000 from True Value Hardware. And when we're in Peoria, True Value Open. Should that happen, it'll be doubled.
Big shot for Rowdy Morrow. All the emphasis has been on Pete Weber so far with that big string of strikes starting the match. But Rowdy, a little bit confused of where to stand. This is, remember the bowling tip we just watched. You have to be prepared on the approach. He just takes his time, gets a little more rosin in the thumb, and there's Larry and DeLois Morrow. By the way, Larry, a supervisor at General Motors, has rolled 2 perfect games. Proud parents, St. Louisans.
They don't look old enough to have a 25-year-old. Oh, yes, 4 in a row. Oh, the smile on Mom's face.
And the reaction of Pete Weber to this. Now watch this. You're going to see the reaction of Rowdy Morrow. He likes the shot. He's cut Weber's lead down to 20 pins, but Pete Weber got up, changed chairs, put his head down because he knows that Rowdy Morrow is a tough competitor and can string those strikes. With a strike here, we have a new ball game. It'll be just 10 pins difference.
In his only TV finals, Rowdy finished 3rd in the 1986 AC Delco Classic. Make it 5 in a row. And Weber now leads by 10 pins. What a match. We'll be back. By Pete Weber in the 7th frame, left to 10 pin, covered it for his spare, leading by 9. Now the 8th frame on the left lane. Frankly, prayed for that one, Nelson.
Weber drives all 10 pins in the pit. He's had 5 strikes to start the match, left a 10 pin in the 6th, another 10 pin in the 7th, solid strike in the 8th, and he's working on every shot because he knows Rowdy Morrow cannot be taken lightly. And Morrow, who at one time was trailing by 41 pins, can take the lead here with this 6th consecutive strike, 8th frame.
Another 10 on the right lane.
Rowdy Morrow, who has been light on the right-hand lane, just getting wall shots a
Bowlers, make your
bit higher and doesn't get the pin action in the right-hand corner, leaves the 10-pin. And with a conversion here, after 8 frames, there would be just a 10-pin deficit for Rowdy Morrow. Weber in the driver's seat, although.
Winner of this next to last match will meet the tournament leader, Kent Wagner, who's looking for his first victory, as is Rowdy, rather. Trailing by 10, he'll be shooting in the 9th frame. Pressure.
Is sponsored by Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food food.
Left the 4, almost the 4 and the 9.
Rowdy going straight towards the 1-3 pocket in the left-hand lane, hits just a pinch high. 2-pin goes to sideboard, doesn't take out the 4, gets the 9. And he's a little bit relieved of that shot. Right now, Rowdy Morrow with a conversion has a possible 237. As his parents look on, they're checking the scoreboard. Weber going at a 238 pace is still a very close match.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Tough. Oh, the dad is just beside himself.
What a hopeless feeling. Comes all the way back in the match from a 41-pin deficit and just lets the ball slide by the 4-pin. Just a mistake of inexperience. Look at him looking at the ball. And I had a few words for that. Pete Weber in the driver's seat.
So, in this, our third game, the loser will get $9,000, where the winner has a chance for $33,000 in the next game.
Pete using the style and the type of strike that allowed Rowdy Morrow to get himself back in the match, puts the match well in hand with a strike here. In the 9th frame, he has a possible 268. He will go on to meet Kent Wagner for the championship and $33,000. Just keep it in the building, and he's in the finals. There he is.
Pete Weber now has won his 3rd match of the afternoon. Getting tougher as he goes along. He will meet Kent Wagner for the $33,000 after this.